is a breakdown. There is a breakdown. Communication. There is a breakdown.
Welcome to West Africa. My name is Alifu Samura. I am a professional footballer here in Sierra Leone.
Welcome to West Africa. My name is Dauda Kanu. I am a professional footballer here in Sierra Leone.
Welcome to West Africa. My name is Prince Stone, and I'm a FIFA Class A fair play coach and coach of the Sierra Leone national football team.
Hi, and welcome to Sierra Leone, the headquarters for West African Relief Operations. My name is Kadiatu Kamara, and I was born here in Sierra Leone, in Freetown.
Our conscious decision to use only renewable energy systems to drive our community installations played a key role when designing and structuring our three-phase benefit delivery systems. Whilst the alleviation of poverty is fundamental to our efforts at West African Relief, our Phase 2 benefit delivery systems focus upon the eradication of poverty through the creation of long-term, equal opportunity, safe and fairly paid employment.
Our Phase 2 benefit delivery system focuses on creating employment. Without a job, you literally cannot live. Without a job, you can't send your children to school. Without a job, in somewhere like West Africa, your kids can be sick and you can't do anything about it, because here there's no free medicine, there's no free health care. You have to have a job to pay for the basic things in your life. So the West African Relief is tackling the issue of employment. They're creating jobs. We're creating jobs for people. I mean, you can come down here and give somebody $10 every day and they can feed themselves, whatever. But you've not given them anything tangible. You've not given them something that could look after their family for the rest of their lives.
Our target is for the non-profit assembly plant, once fully operational, to be self-funding, thereby allowing West Africans to not only help themselves, but also to personally contribute towards the improvement of the living standards of their fellow West Africans.
When you give somebody a job, you've rescued maybe 10, 15 people behind them. You know, because especially us here in Africa, we look after our family. You know, there's the mother, there's the father, there's the children, there's so many other people behind you. And when you give one man or one woman a job in West Africa, you've fed 15 other people. So imagine you give 20, 30 people jobs. You've looked after a whole pile of people without having to give them money for not doing anything.
The emphasis upon the manual assembly of renewable energy systems and their components integrated within a non-profit format allows for maximum employment as opposed to maximum profit, and at the same time greatly reduces the amount of investment normally required for more sophisticated installations.
You know, you can come down here and give free books to school children, and you can come down here and give money, $5 a day or a week, but it doesn't help. Once you help somebody to have a skill and you help them to get employment, then they can look after themselves, then they have dignity and they can look after themselves, they can look after their family, they don't have to rely on you all the time.
Our Phase 2 proposal for a non-profit renewable energy assembly plant in Sierra Leone provides a platform that creates employment for West Africans themselves to manually assemble the very same quality renewable energy products that we install in communities.
Welcome to West Africa Relief, a non-profit charitable organization addresses the issue of both indoor and outdoor community lighting, clean water supplies and sanitation through the use of renewable energy system that makes a direct impact and produce immediate results in community living standard.
Clean water, electric lighting and decent sanitation facilities are considered a luxury for the majority of people in West Africa. Here in Sierra Leone, despite the fact that we have made great progress since the end of the terrible war that we suffered, the vast majority of our people still live under very difficult conditions in the interior of the country. Small towns and villages suffer even further, with many children never having seen an electric light after darkness falls.
West African Relief has also begun a project to create a non-profit renewable energy assembly plant here in Sierra Leone, in order that the very system that they use in the implementation of their objective can be made more cost effective. Produced here in Sierra Leone, these units can then be used not only in the country but also distribute to another West African country.
Our renewable energy assembly plant aims to produce non-profit renewable energy products ranging from single light units to fully integrated systems that can then be sold at prices accessible to the public, businesses and governments across the region.
The assembly of these products within West Africa has also created fair paid, equal opportunity employment for Sierra Leoneans and make the maximum use of funds available.
Our low-tech, non-profit assembly plant will produce finished items locally at greatly reduced costs, resulting in a greater number of renewable energy community installations by us throughout West Africa and, above all, the maximum and efficient use of donated funds.
At West African Relief, all of the energy sources that we use are renewable energy. And that's simply because we want to save the environment, we want to protect the environment. It's all good trying to tackle poverty, trying to provide for people jobs and clean water and sanitation, but it goes hand in hand. If the environment isn't protected, it makes a very big impact. It affects us a lot. So we're trying, everything we're doing, all the energy sources that we use are renewable energy, all of them. So that way we can still have the beautiful greens, and we can still breathe. We can still breathe easy. The air can still be fresh. So that's very important, because with the poverty, the jobs, it works hand in hand. They're together. They work together with the environment. So we're dealing with that very, very seriously.
West African Relief's low-tech, non-profit, renewable energy manual assembly plant proposal has already been lodged with the Sierra Leone Association of Non-Governmental Organisations, the Sierra Leone Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs, and with the Sierra Leone Ministry of Finance and Economic Development.
I feel as though the people in West Africa can be as good as anybody else, and they can do the jobs that anybody else can do. And an organization that actually goes ahead and gives the jobs to the people who are living in this situation is, for me, is very important. It's very important to me. It's about creating jobs for the people here. We come and we want to help them out to get jobs or whatever. But personally, I think I don't agree with the fact that people are brought in to do jobs that people here can do. I mean, it's a personal thing for me to bring people to do jobs here that the people here can be trained to do for so much less. So that's why I feel very close to the whole, to what the West African Relief Operation is all about.
The estimated budget for the completion of this project to produce turnkey renewable energy system products and create a minimum of 150 long-term poverty eradicating employment positions is $1,025,000 United States dollars. Any contribution towards this project, no matter how great or small, will be equally highly welcome.
Empathy, understanding, action. West Africa Relief.
All these things, they get to us. This is why West African Relief is doing something about it. Because you can see things and say, oh, that's so sad, that's so sad. But it doesn't make any difference if you don't help, if you don't actually contribute. And that's what we're trying to do at West African Relief, to actually do it and not just talk it, actually do it. So we're here. This is just the beginning.
www.westafricarelief.com.
There is a breakdown. There is a breakdown communication. There is a breakdown.